Hi, welcome to another episode of Eco Wells. Today in this podcast, we talk about the automotive industry and the impact of the environment. My partners are
Salvador Martin
they are engineering
in automotive process of industry.
and
Emiliano Mezquita,
engineering.
chemistry and mental.
Okay, and today, what can you tell us about the carbon footprint of cars?
Certainly, the carbon footprint of cars is enormous. From mineral extraction for batteries to this production to emissions during driving, like can be a normal engine that you have in a usually car that you are in the roads. But there is a little hope because a lot of companies are adopting technologies, lighter materials to reduce that footprint.
Wow, it's very interesting.
Yeah, actually, that's the reason why I'm using an electric car, and I can tell you certainly that is so. There is a bigger difference between both of them, and because the electric cars have zero emissions, and also the charging is with renewable energy. That puts at ease in my mind.
Wow, it's a good alternative, no? Or combustion cars.
Probably it's another way, but maybe not the answer of this problem.
Okay. Another question about this topic is, what about the mass production? Isn't that where the problems accumulate?
You're right, mass production has a significant impact from casting to painting. Each step consumes reduce and generates waste. But companies are exploring more ways to change this. Probably like Toyota, they have an engine that doesn't use gasoline. Yes, it uses hydrogen. Yes, so but it also have the same power as the normal engine, and they are using this car in the WRC, and like here in Guanajuato.
It's more or less contaminate the fuel.
Yes,
the cars.
exactly. Because it doesn't use an oil or probably petrol, and it's something more lighter.
Actually, it's so important to forget about the air pollutions. Cars emit monoxide of carbon and other elements that are pollution for our environment. And that's the reason why some governments are starting to improve in some regulations and trying to change the system engines to reduce the impact.
It's very interesting how are many alternatives to reduce these contaminations of emissions to atmosphere. So, do you think that the alternatives are very close to for another future?
Actually, that could change the ways or the direction that we are taking, but it's a hard work that most of us, all of us, should take.
Well, the another question that I have for you are, what can we do to as customers?
That is a good point, because we can choose more efficient vehicles. Probably stop to using diesel trucks or cars. Probably using bicycles or sharing rides to another people. Also use public transportation. We should also push companies to keep innovating for sustainability. Like, I don't know, Nissan, Ford, or Chevy that are using big engines like a V8 or V6 that have, I don't know, a big production in this moment.
It's a fact that the transport public are electric camions or another ways to less the produce of monoxide of carbon?
I think because a lot of people use the public transportation here in Guanajuato, for example, probably it's not a big deal with that, and they use the normal engines that we see every day, because a lot of people can use that transportation and not only one person. So I think it's better to put maybe not a lot of these tracks, but maybe some more, so the people can start to using the public transportation and not the personal cars.
Okay.
Actually, at summary, the automobile industry face challenge, and we can most of these industries have two sides to decide. The side of reduce the prices of the products, but most of the times that brings also more pollution. But actually, in the actuality, most of the industry have tried to
Produce?
to produce the products with green energies, and the rest, I really think the rest is of us. Choose the better option for us and try to do the better impact as we can.
Yeah, I am agree that these new technologies are very is another way to see the future of the emissions and how we can use this energy or energies renew energies are very option to change the environment to the pollution environment.
Mm, that is also what I say. Probably the electric cars are not the best way to change, because we don't, what the companies say doesn't tell about the production of these cars, that they make a really big footprint, carbon footprint, sorry, extracting the materials to do the batteries. And also these batteries can be used like just 5 or 10 years, and the normal engines can be used like 20, 30 years. So I think it's maybe an option, but not the better way. So I want to say we need to implore to the companies to look for another way to change this and start to do something about the structure of this and making less the carbon footprint in the world.
Okay, so well, in summary, I have the folks, the automotive industry faces challenge, but also evolving toward a cleaner future. So this episode is the end of EcoWorlds. So thank you for turning up, and see you in another episode of EcoWorlds.
Thank you for inviting me. See you.